Hey guys, I wanted to do a just a quick video. Just finished up at church, and the the basic idea of what we talked about tonight was, letting go and letting God. Basically, that we pray for things a lot of times, and sometimes we just need to let go of things. And it's learning from when we let go, and learning from when things happen to us, and taking the positive out of that. A story that was shared that I had never heard of before, and I thought it was very interesting and appropriate, and I thought I would share it with you, had to do with a gentleman named Horatio Spafford. He is the person who wrote "It Is Well in My Soul." Many of you may have heard that hymn, whether you go to church or don't. You've probably heard it somewhere. "It is well within or in my soul." He was a very successful businessman in Chicago back in the 1800s. In 1871, he had lost a son through some kind of illness. He had a boy and 4 daughters. And then in 1871, he lost most of his real estate holdings to a large fire in Chicago in 1871, and was just about broke. He was able to start rebuilding. And in 1873, his wife, and his 4 daughters were setting off to go to England and help the Presbyterian Church with something, whether I don't know if it was building a church or doing church services or whatever, but they were on their way there. And just before they left on the ship, he got held back because of business, and so he said, "Hey, you guys go ahead. I will catch up with you. There's another ship leaving in 4 days, and I will be on that ship, and I'll meet you there." Well, about halfway through the trip that the wife and the wife Anna and the 4 daughters were on, the ship got into a crash with a steel Irish ship. And within about 15 minutes, the ship had sunk. And the only one saved was the wife, Anna. A boat came by and saw her clinging to something, and rescued her. When she got to England, she sent a telegram to her husband that just said, "Saved alone. What do I do?" That was the entire telegram. Can you imagine receiving that? So he got on the next ship and was on his way, and the ship's captain knew that there were several families of people that had perished in that shipwreck on board. So they stopped where this wreck had occurred and let people spend some moments to think about and reflect on their family, pray, whatever. And Horatio walked out of his cabin, looked over the water, and the story goes that he walked right back in his cabin, and he started writing, "It is well in my soul." And that is how that came about. And basically, some of the words in that hymn are what Satan tries to buffet, or what Satan tries to take joy in, or to make happen. God uses for good. And so it's about how we respond when things happen in our lives. Everybody has things that happen in their lives, and when you look on social media, all you really see for the most part is the good things that are happening in people's lives. And that includes myself. We don't put out all of our personal information. We all have struggles, and we all are going through things, some unimaginable things that friends and family may be going through that you don't know about. So just keep in mind that our God is bigger than all of our struggles. Also keep in mind, even if you're not a believer, keep in mind that people are struggling, and they may not always present their best selves. So don't be so judgmental, because you never know what struggles people are going through. You never know what somebody else's demons are, or what somebody else's challenges are. You may think you have it really bad, and then if you knew what somebody else was going through, you'd find out, well, maybe it's not so bad. I just thought I'd share that with you. I thought it was an interesting story, an interesting way to look at things, and just a reminder for us to always know that God is going to take things that happen that are bad in our lives, and if we're willing to turn them into something good. And there's nothing that we can understand here on earth why things happen, but just we have to trust that things happen, and we have to take what we can from them and turn them into positive. So it's like I saw somebody post earlier, said when life gives you lemons, instead of turning them to lemonade, turn them to orange juice and make people wonder how you did that. You guys have a great night. Just thought I'd shout out there for a moment. Take care. Have a great Friday tomorrow, and then a great weekend. And go make somebody's life a little bit better. Bye.